we're ready for language today, being Tuesday, April 21st. Today in language, you will need page 156 out of your book. We do have a new concept today. We're going to introduce a new part of speech, but before we do that, let's just review for just a couple of minutes what we've covered yesterday. Yesterday we talked about adjectives, and when we're comparing two nouns, we use the word more. And when we're comparing three or more nouns, we use the word most. And our example yesterday was an orange, a lemon, and a lime. Most, sweetest, sweeter, or sweetest. Now we chose sweetest because we talked about yesterday that we would not use the word most plus est word put together, as in most, sweetest. If you're the sweetest, then that's it. You're not the most sweetest. The est is the above. It's the top, okay? So if you use est, you do not need to put most in front of that word. Now, we also talked about using you have er and adding est to words. And let me show you an example of that, to adjectives. Jackson's kite is higher than Carter's kite. Which word there would be the adjective describing the height of the kites? Higher. So whose kite is higher? Jackson's kite is higher. And remember, we used er there because we're comparing two. Okay? So Jackson's kite is higher than Carter's kite. All right? All right. So let's look today at our new concept on page 156. We have talked about, way a long time ago, parts of speech. We've talked about a noun, we've talked about a verb, and we've talked about an adjective. Well, today we're going to add a part of speech called an adverb. Adverb. And an adverb does simply what the word says. It adds to your verb. It describes how the verb was done. An adverb is a word that describes a verb. Some adverbs tell how. So today we're going to talk about how the action was done. Okay, today is how. When I saw the spider on my foot, I yelled loudly. How did I yell? Loudly. So loudly there is the adverb because it adds a description to your verb. You just didn't say, when I saw the spider on my foot, I yelled. Okay. Tell us a little bit more. How did you yell? Loudly. In the sentence, look for words that tell how the action was done. Dad drove. Dad drove carefully. So carefully adds to the verb to tell you how it was done. Let's say I slept peacefully last night. What is my verb? Slept. How did I sleep? Peacefully. So that is the adverb because it's adding a description to my verb. Walk softly What is my verb? Walk. What is my adverb? How did I walk? Softly. So softly is my adverb describing how I walked. I'll do one more. Barked loudly. And this is true. Last night, our dogs barked loudly. We had to actually, Mr. Upchurch went and got a flashlight and shined down there. There was a possum down there, and the dogs barked loudly. I mean, we knew something was going on. So they barked. How did they bark? Loudly. Yes. And if you notice, peacefully, softly, and loudly, these words are ending in ly. They're descriptive words. Okay? So let's look at Think A. Look at the verb and circle the adverb that tells how the action was done. Draw a small arrow from each adverb you circle to the verb it describes. Let's look at number 1. They've done that one for you. Nathan played his violin loudly. They've underlined played twice because that is the verb, right? Here's the verbs here. They're underlined twice. So Nathan played his violin how? Loudly. So they have circled loudly and matched it back to played because loudly would be your adverb there. You're adding to your verb. You're adding to the description of the verb. So let's look at number 2. The children copied their homework carefully. Now they have underlined copied twice for you because that's the verb. Children copied. How did the children copy their homework? Carefully. That's correct. So you circle carefully and then you'll match it back to copied. So just quickly, the children copied their homework carefully. Okay. So there we're going to circle carefully and match it back to copied because it tells how. All right, that was number 2. Number 3. Quietly, Edward tiptoed toward his bedroom. Quietly, Edward tiptoed toward his bedroom. Okay, what have they underlined twice there for your verb? Tiptoed. I like that verb. How did Edward tiptoe? Quietly. Correct. So you circle quietly and you match it to tiptoed. Quietly tiptoed. Number 4. Mom gently washed my skinned knee. So what did they underline twice there for you? They give you the verb. It's washed. How did Mom wash it? Gently. Yes. Thank goodness. Thank you, Mama. Gently washed. That's the adverb. It's adding, it's telling you how she washed it. Gently. It's another descriptive word. Oh, number 5. Happily the children played at recess. And they've underlined played for you. That's the verb. How did the children play? Happily. Yes. So you would circle happily and match it to played. How did they play? Happily. You could just say the children played at recess. That would be fine. But to grow your vocabulary and to grow those sentences where we're not just writing, I like tacos, I like ice cream, I like pizza, I like chocolate. We're adding in parts of speech to it. Noun, verb, adjective. Now we have adverb. So you're growing your sentence and learning how to pick those out. All right, let's look closely. Many adverbs end in the suffix ly. If a root word ends in y, change the y to I before adding ly. All right, so let's quickly look at this one together so we can have some practice here with this. Okay, number one is easy plus ly. How are we going to change that spelling? It just said, if a root word ends in y, change the y to I before adding ly. So E-A-S, what? I, yes, I-L-Y, easily. Just for fun, you would have E-A-S-Y-L-Y, easily, okay? So make sure we're changing that Y to I. All right, let's look at number two. You have soft plus ly. This one's easy. Just straight on through, right? Soft ly. Root word being soft, and just add your ly. Uh-oh, be careful with number three. Angry plus ly equals A-N-G-R, what? I-L-Y, angrily. You never want Y-L-Y when you're adding your suffix to your root word. Change the Y to I. Number four, hungry plus ly equals H-U-N-G-R-I-L-Y. Hungrily. We ate our lunch. I miss eating lunch with you guys, by the way. I miss that. All right, number five. Slow plus ly equals, just write slowly. Okay? And that's it. Just changing that Y to I. Think about the question how. Write an adverb for each verb that tells how the action might be done. So I'll let you do think see on your own. Write an adverb for each verb that tells how the action might be done. Okay? I'll let you do that one. Just describing even more descriptive words, describing the verb now. All right. So that's page 156 today. Tomorrow in language, we will continue our study of adverbs. And tomorrow we are going to study how adverbs tell us about when the action of a verb happened. So we're going to put another little layer to our adverbs, okay? Just like we did for our adjectives. We're just going to study a little bit deeper into our adverbs. All right? So if this is the end of your day, I hope you have a wonderful day today. And if you have any questions or any concerns or comments, as we always said, just let me know. Still, I miss you guys. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.